that boxing fans worry about more than just boxing. Y'all worry about the purses. Y'all worrying about other things that's not that has no that's not related to boxing. What a fighter make
It
shouldn't
shouldn't.
bother nobody else. You feel what I'm saying? What I make shouldn't even be a topic of discussion. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think boxing fans get it twisted at. And another thing, it's like a lot of times, like the fans want to see the best fight the best, right? Look at Shakur Stevenson, right? He just boxed a masterful performance. I don't care what nobody say. Boxing is to hit and not be hit, right? The game is to hit and not be hit. He do it the best out of anybody in boxing, right? That dude, he fought, ran around the ring all night. You know what I'm saying? You can't. If a world class fighter is not trying to win and he don't want to be stopped, then you ain't stopping him. Unless you bet Beterbiev, it's not happening. You
Right,
feel what I'm saying?
right, right.
The dude he fought is an Olympian, like a bronze, silver medal, something like that.
Yeah,
If he
he
don't want to get
burned.
stopped, he not gonna get stopped. You know what I'm saying? And we're not talking about somebody Shakur who's some like one punch knockout puncher. He's a classic boxer with great defense. You feel what I'm saying? I think that I think the boxing world. I'm not going to even say they're hard on him. I'm just saying they expecting something out of him that he don't do. That's not his thing. His thing is he gonna box your face off, not get hit, and win decisions. You feel what I'm
No,
saying?
you definitely making a lot of points there, right? Obviously, like for Shakur specifically, I didn't mind the performance. It wasn't the most
And
entertaining, but I
no,
didn't mind it. It was
but
boxing.
it take two to tango.
Absolutely. No, and I
It
know
take two to
that.
tango.
Dude didn't come to fight.
I didn't
Dude
think it
didn't
was
come.
boring.
I
I
thought
didn't think it was
it
boring.
was entertaining.
I didn't think it was boring at
You
all.
We just
understand
didn't
boxing,
get
Kai?
that ending.
Kai, you understand boxing. That's why you didn't think it was boring. Some of y'all need to just go watch UFC. I'm not saying y'all, but I'm talking about boxing fans. Just go watch UFC and watch two men bleed and hug all over each other for 6 rounds because it's called sweet science. Hit and don't be hit, and that's what he do.
No, and even I'm gonna be honest, as somebody that does watch UFC, uh, it's the same shit over there.
It is trash.
You had a fighter. You had a fighter
That shit
no,
is
listen
trash.
though.
I
No, for,
respect them though because they fighting, but that shit is garbage, bro.
but what I'm getting at, you had a fighter. There was a fighter in the UFC, number one pound for pound, Demetrius Johnson. Nobody could beat him, right?
The
But
dude with
he
the ears, right? Bald head boy. Yeah. He can fight. He was
but
tough.
he wasn't the ticket seller, the trash talker, the knockout artist. He grappled.
Right.
That was his thing, and he was phenomenal at it. And they just let him go. He was the number one pound for pound fighter in the
You
world,
trying to
and
say because he wasn't exciting enough, they let him go.
they just let
It
him
is a
go.
business.
It is a
That's
business,
fair.
but
Hear me out though, right? Let me say this one thing, right? They just did the same thing with Jerron Ennis. You know what they said? Oh, we get hit too much. It's like
I
you
think
damn
I think I
you
think
damn if you do, damn if you don't.
the big problem is the way that the fight is being narrated and the
That's a
way that
fact.
the people that are responsible for the game are talking about it. See,
Yep.
you can sometimes you can like say somebody's boring and you making everybody believe that you're being bored.
Yep.
Like it's nothing happening.
Yep.
But if we have the commentaries like breaking down what the fighter's actually doing,
Because I think
like
defense is
are
for
exciting.
you
sure,
That's
like
me.
for
if you
sure.
got the people in charge, they're if they're breaking down the fact that he's standing right in front of him and he can't hit him and he's hitting him with
That's
counters and the
exciting.
he's the way he's turning him and the way he's able to get his shot off and the other guy can't.
Right.
It's Tom Brady's not boring because
No.
if you understand that the pocket passing and you know the
You hit it
efficiency
on
of
the
what he's
head, though,
doing.
Kai. You
You
I
hit
know
it
what
think
I'm
on the
I
saying?
think
head
Mike I think
It's
Michael
the
Vick
people.
and Tom Brady
It's,
is exciting.
we got too many
for
people.
sure.
They
We
two
got too
different
many people with
they're two different athletes.
we got too many
What you say, Kyle?
we got too many people with podcasts, too many
Yep.
people that have a voice in boxing that don't know
Yep.
boxing and just want to see everybody just fight and brawl, instead of having like educational conversations about what's actually happening in the ring, so you can appreciate it.
Yes.
How
But
about you appreciate Shakur? Because what he's doing, every fighter wish they can
Can't
do,
do. Kai, if I could do that, if I
bro.
could win like how he win,
If
I
he,
was like, I'm not
if
getting hit.
if I can, and I
Shit.
showed you, and I showed y'all that a few weeks ago. If I
Right.
can make that fight easy, I'm gonna make
Make
it
it
easy.
easy.
You know what made my fight not boring? no bullshit. The fact y'all didn't think I could do that, like the fact that I was surprised and everybody like, oh, it was exciting. It was exciting to y'all because y'all didn't think that I was going to do that, and everybody thought it was a 10. I was a 10-1 underdog.
Right.
I'm tell you something right now. If the dude that Shakur fought, if he would have outboxed him the way Shakur did, he wouldn't have been boring. It would have been the best. It would have been his best performance ever.
Right.
It's the way that you're narrating. It's the
No,
way
for
that you're talking about it.
And
sure.
That
And
motherfucker. That
you saw
motherfucker
how they did
Shakur.
him though.
That motherfucker Shakur went there and swam without getting wet
don't
for
get
12
touched.
for 12 rounds. Beat the guy up, hurt him. That guy ain't feeling
And
good.
he
Didn't
went
feel good after the fight. He was
and he
beat up and
got his
hurt.
bicycle and started running. I'm like, yo,
No, for
if
sure.
listen,
But y'all see how
it's hard
the
enough stopping rough, tough journeymen that don't want to be stopped because it's hard to stop somebody that's not trying to win. If you're not trying to win, all you focus on is getting through
surviving.
the rounds and not getting beat up. That's hard, bro.
No, and Kai, you hit it on the head, and that's exactly what they did. It's the way they narrated. What was ESPN doing? They was showing the fans leaving. They was being very
Well, that was his
critical.
last fight. You got to
No,
factor that in too. That's his
sure,
last
for
fight.
sure. But on
The
contrast, you
fan,
have a fighter.
the fans was leaving because the result was sealed after the
That's,
first
For,
6
so
rounds.
for sure.
I want to beat this trash. I did this.
Same way. If a team blow out a team in basketball, I'm leaving so I can get out of parking. So I don't got so I can get in traffic. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm leaving.
On the
I'm
on
leaving
the
because
Now,
you know what I
so
mean?
you
Because it
made a
was a
now,
couple
blowout.
points
It
though.
was a
You
blowout. It was a blowout. That's why everybody left. It was a blowout. It
But
was a
on
blowout win.
the flip side, somebody could say when Tank get a knockout, the fans stick around for the post fight and you know what I'm saying? Because that's the argument a lot of people was making. But y'all both hit it on the head. People is overcritical in this
No,
sport.
people
They
people stay because the fight is sudden stop. It's a sudden stoppage. If you get a one punch knockout, it was a sudden stoppage. It's boom,
okay,
fight's over. I was still here.
okay,
I was still here.
okay.
If I might have left in the 12th round if it was a kind of fight. You know what I mean? Like,
Now
and I knew the result
for
was over.
sure. Now
You
look,
understand?
for sure. I've left, bro. I've gone to I don't know how many sporting events, probably hundreds in my life. I'm beating that traffic. I'm from Chicago. Look, I'm from Chicago, bro. It's an hour down to the crib. I'm trying to beat that traffic.
now,
Um, but it is the way that he's being promoted, the way that they're selling him. Like you got to be able to tell that story.
People was telling me like, yo, what happened with Shakur? What, like, these people that don't really watch boxing like that. Yo, why everybody talking bad like he had a he's like, is he not as good?
it's
No. I
Twitter.
said no.
It's the online
I
antics.
said, I said, he's so good that people don't appreciate him. Like, he's so good that people don't appreciate him. Now, like, people like, yo, I thought Shakur was a shit. Somebody was coming and telling me like, you feel me? Like, damn, is he not good? Like, no, he's so good that people can't appreciate him.
See,
You know what I mean?
do you guys think it's because you calling somebody out or you're answering the media upon he has to answer to 10 questions. If you're not on his radar, do you think he should say, yeah, I want Tank, we
Nah,
sparred, or do
but
you feel like he should go that route? Because if you
want
go that
Tank.
route, you're gonna be compared. You're gonna be compared. If Jaron Ennis has to answer Terrence Crawford, he's going to be compared. He's going to he got hit a lot. Why did he get hit a lot? What do you mean? Because you're comparing him to who? So that's
Can I
why.
say that
I
something?
think also
Can I say something? That same fighter was hitting Terrence Crawford too.
absolutely, absolutely. It actually looked like a very similar fight.
But you can compare all you want, but we're not in a
Right.
like you got to
I
be
got
knowledgeable comparisons.
I got to
Like
understand styles.
just because a guy can knock somebody out or somebody gets hit more, don't mean that you could beat
Y'all
me.
asking y'all asking the question of why he's getting the
No,
backflash.
I
I'm
think
trying to give y'all the answer to this.
I know you. No, I didn't ask that. I was defending him.
Jay was
So,
like wondering why is he getting all this
well,
backlash.
I was defending him. I was telling you the reason why he's not boring and what the boxing fans and people that really care about the sport should do to change the narrative. Now,
I agree.
the reason why he's getting backlash because he talks shit. That's But I wasn't talking about that. I was backing him up. Now it's a flip side. He talks shit like he's going to do, like he was going to stop him, and then that creates a feeling of you didn't do
Yeah,
enough.
yeah, right.
Maybe you know what I'm saying, and then you going back and forth on Twitter with people. So that does give him, like, you know what I mean, like people he becomes unlikable if you beefing with him, or if you talking about people. You know what I mean. I can understand that part of it, but I'm just talking about the responsibility of the boxing community to be able to appreciate its fighters. Like that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But I think you hit it on the head, bro. I think us as media, we have a responsibility, but again, like when I'm watching NFL on Sundays, I'm not tuned into the podcast to see what they got to say. I want to hear what the commentators got to say. They the ones getting paid the big chicken, usually a former football player. Same thing with the commentators. They got former fighters in those seats. They need to be educational. They need to be able to tell the story to the people, educate the people. Like if people, like for me, let me tell you who does a good job, and he fights similar to Shakur, is Bam Rodriguez. A lot of boxing, a lot of angles, a lot of
He look
defense.
he exciting though. He knows he finds ways to be exciting. But let me tell you this. You know why he's exciting? You listening? You ready for this? Because he's fighting other fighters that can fight. I'm talking about like other action fighters. Look at his last few opponents. He fought Juan
Gallos,
what's it?
He
Gallos,
just
Juan
fought Estrada.
Estrada. Before that, he fought
so
the
on
little
V
Asian
side,
guy.
so on V
Huh?
side,
He fought him. Then before that, what's the Quadras? Fought
Quadras.
Quadras. Okay, all those dudes is older ex-world champions that come to get it, right?
Remember the light skinned cat too.
How about that? How listen, the damn boxing fans are so flip flammy, bro. Bro, remember the time it was a few fights ago when Bam Rodriguez fought? I forget the kid's name. He could fight though, and he didn't lay down for Bam Rodriguez. Everybody was talking shit about him. I'm like, yo, he got a right to be in a tough fight.
See, and for me, I appreciated the boxing because I know you know what I'm saying. Like I appreciated the fucking
Yeah,
boxing because
yeah.
you in there with a world class fighter, right? And you in there not getting hit. But see, I think a lot of it is the expectations. We see the knock, and I'm not saying we, I'm saying the public. They see
Yeah.
the knockouts, and that's what they want every fucking time. And that ain't the way. First of all,
But
that
I
ain't
don't,
the
I don't,
sport.
but I don't think it's a knockout. It's just I literally think it's just the way we talking about it. I think it's the way we talking about. It's not the. There's plenty of exciting fighters. That Tim Bradley was exciting. He didn't get a lot of knockouts. You know
No,
what I
he
mean?
damn
Like,
sure. I don't think he got no
so
knockouts at the
it's
top
not the
level.
not it's not the knockouts. The way you're talking about the greatness of the fighter is not necessarily, oh, we need to see knockouts. It's
Yeah.
just like it's a way that it's a way that the fight is being explained to the fans.
For sure,
That
but I brought that up specifically because, like Mill was saying, with Shakur, that's what they was bringing up. Same thing with Boots. That's what they was bringing up. Oh, Bud did it in 6. Can
Yeah, but
Boots do it
hear me
sooner?
out though, right? It's like we gotta pick one. Y'all don't like when Shakur Stevenson boxes and don't get touched and box to a decision, but then y'all don't like when Jerron Ennis got hit a few times and gets the knockout. Let me tell you something, right? Anybody that's coming to get it and they fighting another world class fighter, you're gonna get hit. It's boxing. You're gonna
Absolutely,
get hit a little bit.
absolutely,
You feel what
So in
I'm saying?
that case,
You think
so in
you
that
don't
case,
you don't think LeBron get dunked on? You don't think Ray Lewis got ran
for
over?
sure. No, you talking to people that understand it. It's a
Yeah,
lot.
but 90% of these boxing fans, when you know what I do when I don't understand something, I be quiet, right? And I learn.
not
Mm.
Boxing, I'm
somebody.
sorry, Instagram, Twitter, like what Kai said, it give all these people voices and they spew out ignorant opinions, bro, and then it just gets in the air. And you got so many ignorant people that don't know boxing that go viral, or that got 500,000 Instagram followers, and they educating. Well, at least they not educating. They actually ruining the minds of people that don't know boxing,
with the ugly
because
ass
now they think that, yeah,
tutorials.
exactly. You know how much goofy shit I see. You know how much goofy tutorial shit I see on social media, bro. Sometimes it's ridiculous. You feel what I'm saying? Like shit that'll never happen in the boxing ring. But this is the world we in now. We just gotta adapt to it, bro, and just who
No, no, for
said
sure.
Ray Lewis wasn't getting ran over? Man,
Hassan
he from
Rahman
Baltimore.
Jr. Yeah,
I
he
seen
from
Rock Mike. He from
well, he from
Baltimore. That's
Baltimore.
why he said that.
Nah, then he came back
Ray
talking
Lewis
about the
got ran over
Buds.
a few times. What are you talking
Yeah,
about? You must
Jerome
have watched your
Bettis,
football.
Notre Dame. Yes, sir, the
Yeah.
Buds.
You crazy?
So like you said, you gonna get touched. So what do you think that happens in a Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis fight?
Yo, bro. I'm gonna have to be on the edge of my seat and I have to like I'm not gonna be able to blink my eyes because they gonna get it on and Shakur Stevenson is going it's a 50-50 fight. I don't know who gonna win. But I'm telling you that Shakur Stevenson gonna rise to the level. He gonna rise to the occasion, and it's gonna be an amazing fight because when you got most fighters that's like world class, that's really good, they get better as the competition level get better. You seen it with Kai a few weeks ago when he outboxed that boy because the competition level is better. You feel what I'm
Shit,
saying?
Bud probably best performance was against Earl.
Because of
You
the
feel me?
competition level.
Absolutely.
Competition level get better, you get better.
You
It's
got to
just how it
rise to the
happens.
occasion.
You rise to the occasion. So I'm telling y'all now, I don't know who said it before me, who gonna say after me. I don't know who gonna win. But Shakur Stevenson is gonna rise to the occasion and they gonna bump. It might be like best fight of the year, whatever the year they fight.
Mm.
I just hope they fight soon. You feel what I'm saying? But the last fight I think of that was like that was Rigondeaux and Donaire when they
Mm.
fought. That's like one of my favorite
Mm.
fights, bro.
Regan Dallin Dornier.
Oh my god. Uh
That
and
was
I was
what,
like, I'm a fan of both
2012?
fights. Both of them like my favorite fighters. What?
I think that was what, 2012?
I don't remember the
That was
exact
fight of
year.
the year though. Yeah, that was a hell of a fucking fight.
Man, they banned Rigondeaux from HBO off of that fight. What you talking about? They banned him, bro. That's the kind of fight it's gonna be though.
The distance? Does it go the distance?
I don't know, man. That's a punching little motherfucker, man. I'm talking about Tank. He can punch. Like you got one dude that can punch, and you got one dude that don't get touched. They like you can't hit him with a bowl of rice, bro.
The best, the best offensive striker versus the best defensive
Yeah, so
technician in the
you asked
135
me,
division.
yeah, yeah. Somebody said Rigondeaux was putting fear in her. Yeah, he was.
And then we're gonna see what Shakur's chin is like when it comes to you know what I'm saying, with taking
Yeah,
punches. You know, a big puncher is not a big puncher when you in that when somebody can take your punch.
somebody could take it. Yep.
You know
Because
what I
what
mean?
happened if Shakur could take that
You
shit?
know, so that's something that's always interesting. Or hitting them in the right spot to be able to put the damage that me personally, me watching them fight, I do I do favor Tank just because I think his boxing ability is
A lot
like a little
better than people give him credit
yeah, a
for.
little underrated,
Yeah,
and he's not
his
and he
adjustment
doesn't
making.
and he does a lot of things on the fly, and he's not afraid to hit to get hit. I mean, punch to get get his punch off and get hit in the
Right.
process. I lean towards Tank, but I think it's a great fight. I think that Shakur is going to do some things that frustrate Tank during the fight, but I do think that Tank adjustment abilities and is going to be able to get he's going to be able to get the Shakur eventually after having a hard time with him early on. So I mean, I think it's a good fight, an interesting fight, the fight you want to see, but that's the type of fight that you're going to see Shakur be exciting. Like you're not going to see him be exciting against a guy that
Nope, it's not.
that
It's never
is not on
gonna
his
happen.
that's not on his
It's
league.
never
Not in his league.
gonna happen.
He's so good. He's so good, and he's not a one punch knockout artist. So he's not going to just get you out of there with one punch. So he gonna beat you up, and it's gonna be like, damn, the fight. You know the result of the fight after the second round when you fight when you see
Right. Like,
Shakur.
oh, okay. I see where this is going. I
Yeah.
could flick back and watch some of the other fight. Come back 6 rounds. It be 6 rounds is it.
You know, talking to you guys as coach, he said that Artem, he threw some little short shots in between, trying to catch, Shakur in between the combinations. And, to beat a Tank Davis in your eyes, guys, do you feel like his punch output got to be a lot more to win those cards? I mean, as far as you know, you got to take chances in there. Do you feel like he has to take more chances to
I think
win a
that I think Tank who had big more chances.
Shakur? Does he have to just be superly
like like
defensive
like Jules just said, he's gonna rise to
and
the occasion.
careful?
He knows when he's winning the round and when he's not winning the round. So he's gonna do what he gotta do to try to win the round. You know what I mean? He's gonna rise to the occasion. If Tank making him throw more punches, he's gonna have to do what he gotta do. You know what I
But
mean?
y'all been on the other,
Like
y'all been on the wrong side of the cards before. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what
yeah,
y'all
but you
think?
don't. But as a fighter, you don't worry about that kind of stuff.
You can't
You
think about
fight.
that kind of
You
shit.
fight your. You fight your
The
fight. You
fight.
can't be
Well,
worrying. You can't worry about they might
people
steal your
that
punch.
bet we do.
Huh?
People that bet we do.
Well, stay on. That's why you
That's why
outside
you
the
on that
ring.
side. That's why
That's why
that's
you
why you on that
outside the
side.
ring. That's why outside the ring. It's not the same inside the ring. I'm not thinking about no judges stealing it from me. You
It's the
worry about
last thing
you
I'm
worry
worried
about
about.
that afterwards. But while you in the fight, you do what you gotta do to win the fight. I'm not in there like, oh my god, they're gonna steal it from me. Like,
What about the judges? Nobody think about
yeah.
that.
As a fighter, the mentality is different
No,
than
wait, wait,
that.
wait, wait,
So
wait, wait,
hold
wait. You
on, when
got your
y'all go,
coaches. Hold on. You got your coaches that are here saying you're down on the scorecard. You need a knockout. Breadman said that to
No,
you
but
too, right?
that's different though.
That's different.
That's different than what you say. You're saying going into the fight,
Yeah.
the last thing you worried about is the judges, and you're not worried about that kind of stuff. A
When
fight
you
don't
in the fight, you worrying about
go
winning
like
the
that.
fight.
If I'm B side, I'm trying to work extra.
Well, guess what? You're gonna stay on the B side because you're gonna get clipped.
Yeah.
So look, you can go ahead and be on the B side and try to do extra if you want to. You win the fight the way you're supposed. You don't come outside yourself to win a fight. You be your full self and you win a fight if you the better man that day. You go outside yourself and try to do extra, you're gonna get clipped. You gotta be yourself the night of the fight. You gotta know who you are the side of the fight. I trust me, I've been on the B side. And I know to take the win on the B side.
Be
You just be
more on
yourself.
point so you don't
No,
get clipped.
you be yourself and you win the fight. And if it's your day, the judge is going to see it that day. But you can't be going in the fight worrying about what the judge is going to do because you're going to get yourself hurt. You worry about what you're going to do. It's a me
I know you
versus you
gotta
game in that fight.
fight your fight. I feel
It's
you. I know you
a
gotta
me
fight your fight.
versus you.
You
It's a,
can't be different, but you. I don't know. I'm
what
just
I'm
saying. Like I hear.
what I'm trying to tell you is if you're fighting for somebody else in the fight, you're not going to have a performance. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be doing things that's outside of your characteristic of who you are as a fighter. When you go in a fight, you got to be yourself when you fighting, or are you going to get hit with punches that you don't see because you're doing things you ain't supposed to.
Prime
You going you
example. I'm gonna cut you off. Prime example.
Wale said that he wanted Shakur to do more because he thought that he was gonna get robbed.
who
Wale
said that?
is a
Wale,
fucking inner.
Wale,
Who?
his coach,
Wale.
his head coach, his grandfather.
Oh, I thought you talking about. Oh, I thought you talking about the rapper. I'm about to say
talking
Wale.
about
Wale.
Wale, it's Wale. Yeah, yeah. What y'all think about that? Obviously, there's been a lot of talk about it. Not just that, but also the moment with Bud and Dre in the locker room after
I do
to where
think he gotta. I do think he gotta listen a little bit more. That's just my opinion. I think he gotta listen, especially I'm talking to the people. He ain't gotta listen to the outside. He gotta listen to his grandfather and the people that got him there.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm saying? But most fighters,
But
I'm this way.
let's not go too crazy. You really comparing apples to oranges. Like
Yeah.
you talking about he wanted his grandfather wanted him to put on a better performance and stop the boy. He had expectations for him to stop the boy. And he knew he was up on the cards. He had no doubt that he was up on the cards. He fought his fight. He just wanted him to finish stronger. You feel what I'm saying? Let's not sit
I'm
here.
just saying words that they
No,
said. I'm here. I'm telling you words that Shakur Stevenson is saying. He's saying, "Oh shit, Oshaki Foster just got robbed. I don't want that shit to happen to me." That's what he
listen,
said.
but you talking, but that's it. Which and what did Shakur do? But
What?
he was himself and
You
he
didn't
won
hear
the
him at the end of the fight?
huh?
You didn't hear him
Here,
at the end of the fight when the
what?
mic was on him?
What?
He said that my dad. They asked him about his dad. He needs a knockout. They asked him why because he thought that they were gonna rob him, and his dad started Wally started
Yeah,
laughing.
but
Man,
guess what?
after
But
shit.
guess what he did? He was himself and he won the fight.
Right.
Yeah,
But I
you're missing a point.
feel what you're saying. It's
You
the
know, but
push.
Saying
you're
I know what you're
missing
saying.
get a
you
knockout
you
and within yourself. You
you
don't go out there and be. You're not gonna
you
make Shakur Stevenson fight like Mike Tyson because they
you
need a knockout. Because
missing a
he might think he need a knockout. He gonna be himself. He's gonna turn it up a little bit.
you
So
missing
you
a
telling me that if he didn't throw the stick in there while walking
we
him
don't
down
know.
and
We don't
throwing a
know.
couple more combinations, he wouldn't have been able to get him out of there?
I didn't
I
feel the
seen him
punches.
hurt a couple
I
times.
didn't feel the punches that he was getting hit with. You don't know how somebody's taking a punch. You might think it looked like I've been hit with punches, and I felt it. I felt it, but nobody could
Yeah,
see it.
Right.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I don't know
Poker
how he
face.
was. I don't know how he was taking the punches. I don't know what he felt in there. How uncomfortable he felt in certain positions. I don't know. I just know that he was
I
himself.
seen
It's when I
him going in circles and
what
getting a
did I
little
just
too comfortable.
what did I just tell you? It's me versus him. When you in a fight, it's me versus him. Yeah, you got coaches and assistants, but it's me versus you, and I gotta be my best self. And when my coaches is my advisement, and I'm listening and I'm taking what I can take from my advisement. But I'm not going in there whatever my coach say. I'm just going to blindly do it.
Yeah.
But I'm trusting my team, and depending on what kind of camp we had or our relationship, I'm going to try my best to be able to to be able to do what my trainer is telling me. But do I think that Shakur should listen to his corner? Yeah. Do I think that he did the right thing? Yes. Two things. You shouldn't argue with your coach. Now, if you're not going to do it, just turn your ears off and don't
It
do it.
make it make,
But
make the corner look like y'all not
yeah,
together.
like y'all, or he don't, or the coach don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would never do that. If it's something that you not you information that you get in that you're not supposed to, that you not gonna do, just take it and just let it fly. You know what I'm
So
saying?
I'm just curious, like obviously like with y'all, right? So did y'all care about like the Andre Ward and Bud interaction?
But that was a real conversation they was having though, and that was a real conversation when they had the conversation about what I mean, different strategies to be able to take a guy out. I mean, I remember I seen Crawford saying using the jab more, and that whole interaction. That was just an interaction after the fight, Monday night
And I
quarterback.
think it's a little bit whack that they got that on camera, and whoever posted that's whack.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
I'm never,
top
ever,
rank.
ever,
That was top
but
ranking.
I'm never going to post I'm not. First of all, I'm never going to record a personal conversation. They have the audacity to post it. That's me. That's just whack, bro. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that's for the camera, certain things that's not. I think that was a little bit corny, but that again, that's a little bit of the agenda. You
but
know what I'm
but
saying?
but that's all cool. They had that conversation, and nothing that nobody was saying was wrong. It was
No,
all perspective,
it wasn't
and they was
right.
giving perspective of what they would do in that situation. Crawford and Andre Ward are both fighters. They both have different kind of styles. Things that Crawford could do that Shakur can do. Things that Shakur could do that Crawford can't do. Same with Andre Ward. And you could always say, oh yeah, you could have did this, you could have did that. At the end of the day, that boy won 12 rounds
I'm
in
Straight.
a
I'm
fight.
talking about more
He
so
ain't
the
get
fact that he
he ain't
argued
get a
with them
scuff
too,
on him.
but
Say
But, but
what? Say that
I was
again.
talking more about the fact not of what they were saying, but the fact that he was arguing with them too.
I don't like that. I'm not gonna lie. It looked bad when you arguing with your corner in the middle of a fight. It looked like you're not together. Like he said, like the coach don't know what he's doing. And far as I know, his grandfather is the person that got him there. You feel what I'm saying? He's
From
very
day one.
accomplished. He all that, and you gotta listen to your coach. You gotta listen to your corner. That's just my opinion. But you know
And
what
I
I
don't
mean,
think that in the conversation, I don't think that Shakur was arguing. I think that he was bringing out his points.
right?
He was actually in the ring. I can say more about the fight than anybody else because I was in the
I'm in
ring.
there,
I, I
right?
think that he was pointing things out about what was happening, and they were having a real discussion. I've had discussions with Julian, both of us on both sides, him in the ring and me outside the ring. He'll ask me, "Well, what do you think?" And I'll tell him, and he'll tell me what actually happened in there, or same thing. You know what I mean? Like, or when I just fought, and Caleb was there, we had a conversation about what I could have did more and what I could and what I was doing well.
Sometimes,
Those are
it's
real
for
conversations.
sure.
When
But
somebody,
that's why it shouldn't have been recorded and it should have been posted. Because that's why because we don't know the context of that conversation. All we should do is see them two like debating back and forth. It look like he arguing back, but we're really it could be going off
I'm
perspective.
gonna
We
give you,
don't
I'm
know.
gonna
That's
give
why it should
you,
have been
I'm gonna give you
posted.
even, I'm gonna give you even more insight. Caleb said to me, "Oh, you was landing that right hand. I wish a couple times you threw the left hook behind
You
it."
bring the hook back,
He
yeah.
said it was there, and I explained to him, I feel like it was there too, but I feel
But
like
it's a
I
gamble.
feel like if I would have threw it, it
It's
was a gamble because
a
I was
gamble
giving more steam. I
because
was
But yeah,
you already on that
the last
side. You
fight,
don't
right?
want you don't want
yeah,
you don't want
yeah.
I
you don't
told
want
you
to hook with
that too, but I'm not Caleb
But
Plant. So
you
but
don't.
you're not in a but no, I told you the same exact thing that I told him. It's not about that. It's about that I actually what I felt inside the ring, and you tell me something I could have did outside the ring. Now I'm not saying that you were wrong. I might have been able to clean him up if I would do it. I'm not saying that
Yeah,
you're wrong, but I'm pointing out the fact that what I felt in there and what made me feel safe in what I was doing. So every time, so it's not always a bad thing to know both sides of what happens outside the ring. Shakur
listen,
wasn't
like
wrong for saying that.
sometimes, like when we be in the gym working, like you might say something to me out on the side of the ring that I might not even see on the inside. I might not even feel comfortable with doing. But you say, I trust your eyes, so you might say, yo, like try this or try that. I'm gonna say, I don't see it, but I'm gonna try it anyway. And then I might start get comfortable with doing it. I can almost guarantee you that's the kind of conversation they was having. But again, they recorded a private conversation. It looks like, and we might talk all kinds of shit to each other privately that we won't say publicly. I don't want nobody to record it. You might think we don't like each
It
other.
ain't it ain't nothing wrong with having that. That was a healthy conversation. I got like
That
I said,
shouldn't have been
me and
recorded.
Jewel in the gym, and he like, Kai, make it easy, just throw the jab, just make it easy. And I'm like, I'm trying to and I'll tell him, yo, I'm trying to warm up. I'm trying, you feel me? He's like, yo, just throw the jab, make it easy. It's those conversations. It's not negative. I'm hearing
Right.
him, but it's like I'm trying to also explain so we can get where I'm coming from, so that you know what I mean. Then, but when next, I guarantee next time I'm in the ring and I'm thinking about it, I'm like, all right, let me start off with a jab, like
And
you
that
even said.
and that's
So
all
I'm
I'm
try a little
saying.
faster. Let me try a little faster.
That's all I'm saying, to make sure to at least have an open ear, right? You the one in there, what's what inside the ring, but at the end, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, I'm like, bro, they done been around the block maybe a time or two, maybe like J Rock said, maybe you just be quiet and
But
listen.
Danny, this is the thing, right? Like J Rock said, it shouldn't have been, it's an open conversation. We shouldn't have heard it because if it some people they take in the message and they just
No,
react.
for
Sometimes you
sure.
need a couple seconds to be like, oh shit, I just reacted a little funny. I should
We
just
we 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 seen
change it
one
up.
minute. We seen 1 minute of a 30-minute conversation.
All
We
I'm
don't know what was really said.
Yeah, absolutely. But in what professional sports is there not cameras around? You know what I'm saying? So like you see the camera around, like bro, they just got Jalen Brown, no camera. He was just
Yeah,
attending
that's
a game. They
crazy.
just got
You can't
Jalen
say shit out
Brown
here. Yeah,
having a conversation with his girl.
he look like
I
a
don't
crazy.
think Bronny NBA ready.
He look like a real. He
Oh,
look like a real hater. He had to put out a statement. He
you feel me? He had
had to put
a
out a statement because he was hating so hard.
Oh, y'all talking about when he was talking about
yeah,
Bronny
Bronny?
James. Yeah,
Bronny. And that wasn't, you get what I'm saying? He was just in a public setting. That wasn't, so come on, bro. You see cameras in the locker room. You just
You
fought. You just
gotta
won.
be mindful.
That's all I'm saying. If you don't want certain shit, because at the end of the day, it's your last fight with the promoter, your last fight with the network. Like,
they tried to make you look bad too, man. I ain't gonna